Alright, so it's nighttime in the Old Forest. Let's see, it's the evening. So we got some nice mood lighting going on. Very Minas Morgul look. Ideally, I want to do more of the main quest, which means we have to start going into the Barrow-Downs, and we will continue with the Bingo-Boffin plot as well. And to do that, first we're going to need to get over by the Withywindle. So what exactly do we have to do? Let's get the text back up and going at full size. Barrow-Downs are reached by going north and east along the Old Barrows Road. The Carbine stop to roost in the trees within the Barrow-Downs, south along the ridge, above the eaves of the forest. Okay. Oh, it's this path, yes, that's right. And here, we have some of the pages for the Bingo-Boffin quest, where he's written a manuscript that Tom Bombadil was looking over, allegedly looking over, and then he lost them, and poor Bingo got a little bit upset, so now we have to go and find them for him. Here's another one. Unfortunately, you can't read these, which is a shame. It's not a usable item. Some of the letters that you do find you can pick up and interact with and read. But unfortunately not those. So here we go, here's the Old Barrows Road. And we are now in the northern Barrow-Downs. So there is a bunch of barrows, obviously, a bunch of tombs, and obviously the main enemy here is going to be undead. And we have just all of the quests in the world right over here. We have Bob and Sal Hayward. Let's talk to Sally first.
Something for me?
Yeah, so these are just your typical, find X amount of creature and make sure you kill it. So we'll pick that up. Bob here. Bob wants to find his daughter. This looks interesting. Bob says, I came here to find my missing daughter, Lalia. I'm terribly worried about her. You see, she's been going on about the last prince, one of Mr. Butterbur's tales. It's one of his better ones, that's for sure, but I'd say the tale isn't quite the truth of it. Lalia has been going on for a long while. I fear she came here to the Barrow-Downs in search of this prince of hers. I came here in search of my daughter, and I am now lost myself. In the tale, the last prince's barrow is between the northern barrow and the dead spire, by a large stone. If I could, I would start searching there. The dead spire, I am pretty sure that's the stone that, that the hobbits, I think they lunched by the stone, during the day, and they pretty much lost track of time, and that's how they ended up alone in the barrows at night.
Stay a moment.
Okay, so we need to defeat whites.
Might I take a moment of your time?
And defeat Bargas, which are, I guess like hellhounds. That's a good description. They're like undead dogs. Quite annoying in this game. Then we have Dabbled Leaf Cutter, Traveling Vendor.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
So this is an actual quest. That seems to have, like, actual story behind it. Before my journey here to the Barrow-Downs, I did some reading to learn about the area. I learned about the barrows of 3 men of Cardolin, Taradan, Oron, and Ringdor. I would surely like to have found some evidence to keep of my journey to those places. Try digging at the entrances to those barrows. I believe they lie in the northeast area of the Barrow-Downs. Here, take this pickaxe. The tip has been blunted, so your digging shouldn't cause any damage to any lore fragments you uncover. Alright. Pick that up. Quest, this is about item usage. Yeah, we know about that. This button over here, it should, like, that little red box around it should disappear when we're in a good location to use it. Then we click it, and that's when the item gets used.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Second quest he has. I've lived a long time here in Breland, but in my long life, I've never taken the time to learn the land's history. Now, near the end of my days, I found I wanted to know what came before. I joined this trip to the Barrow-Downs with hopes of finding some keepsakes or to take some rubbings. But it seems the Barrow-Downs had a design of their own. Yeah, probably because there was a bunch of undead people there. I remember tromping over the hills as a lad and seeing that some of the barrows have fallen into a ruin. I remember lots of broken stones covered in rune letters littering the ground, especially near the Dead Spire. I wanted a few of those stones for my own. Are you interested in bringing me, say, 3 of the stone fragments from the other Dead Spire? Perhaps we can both learn a bit of history. Sounds good enough to me. The guy on the horse did kind of freak me out a bit. Hello to... I think that's Harry Mendel. It's Mendel. Alright, so we have a bunch of quests. We will follow this road north. At some point we should run into the Crabine as well. Once we get up to this ridge, we will see it. The Barrow-Downs. This is low-key one of my favorite areas in the game. It's kind of creepy, as you can tell from the shrieks and howls in the background that, you just heard playing as soon as we walked in. That's a little slithery thing. You have to defeat those. Easy enough. The Barghests, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. They're pretty easy to kill, but they are tough. They do take a licking. So we have Barrow Iron over there. Let me quickly see if we have any artifacts for my scholar crafting tree. Huh, okay. So this would fill a bunch of things. Enmity of the Dead, which would help us on a deed. White Slayer, which helps us on another deed. Calming the Wake, which is one of the quests we picked up just a couple minutes ago. I think this guy also has one of the Journal of Cardolin things on him. Also looks like we got help. That is Turvorn the Indomitable. Oh, we got a rat biting us. Take him out. Got another little rat hiding in the back. Oh! Yeah, the dead will just pop out of holes over in this area. So we do have to be kind of careful. Like I said, we do have to be careful. These things also hit pretty hard. Yeah, just two of those things. Just a couple of those things took me out to like half health. Okay. We're either a bit under level or we just have really crappy armor right now. So we got hit pretty hard there. Well, new plan. Let's take care of some of these miscellaneous quests really quickly. So we'll freeze that guy, because that slows him down. Gives us a little extra time. See, we're just not... I feel like we're just not hitting hard right now. Yeah, that guy just resisted. Like, straight up resisted my most powerful attack. Seems bad. Okay, that went a little bit better. Like, he was a bit lower level. Let's freeze him first, then we'll set him on fire. Then we zap him. Yeah, that went fine. Feel another sneeze coming on. Yeah, like, what are these things even? I think they look like dogs. I think we just gotta handle these guys very, very tactically. Where we freeze them from distance. I mean, this guy can just zap. Yeah, the roly-polies we can just... These guys are nothing. Okay, so we got someone up here. Not only that, we also have another bar guest over here. Okay. Up the last prince comes, I'm scared. Well, I'm not the last prince, but I will help you get to safety. I came here to find the last prince, like Mr. Butterbur talks about in the stories. I was gonna find him, and then be with him forever, and be his princess. Okay, that's a bit weird. That is a bit weird. I'm assuming this prince is dead. When you're ready to go, could you help me get back home to Bree? Couldn't leave before, but now with a strong warrior like you here, I'm sure you can get me home safely. Oh, and I lost my cloak. I simply must find her, or Dad will yell at me something terrible. Okay. Do you get a nice little cloak for her troubles? Slight improvement to armor, slight improvement to maximum morale. Basically, what we're wearing already. Okay, so we have to keep this person alive. Naturally, everything's going to attack her. She's fine. She's got a decent decent amount of hit points. But she is going to run all around the damn place looking for this cloak. Okay, next stop. The escort missions in this game are pretty easy. Your NPCs can take quite a number of hits, and the enemies never really seem to target them. Though I think I'd be running a bit faster if I were Lalia. Something is amiss here. Yeah, your running speed. This is really slow. Why? What are we doing? Why are we walking to the very obviously evil-looking Barrow? While we're waiting, might as well kill some whites. Oh, well, she found a cloak, and what do you know? It's right by a place where they pop out of the ground. Might as well kill this one, too. She's run off, and I'm still fighting this dude. Oh, that's not good. Oh, whites found her. Yeah, basically all you have to do is start attacking them, and they'll stop attacking her. There we go. We used a couple of area effect spells. Looks like that guy was actually going for Lalia. Okay. It's a little bit more difficult, but not terribly difficult. More rats. Can just take him out with an area of effect. Good. That gets us to more than halfway through the creepy crawly quest. This looks like the way I came in. Hope she's right. Okay, another one down. This seems familiar. That's usually a sign that something's gonna pop out. We are getting pretty close to the exit. Yeah, well... It's a weird noise. A white prince. This must be the prince she was talking about. He does have a bit of a dread effect, so our max health took a slight hit. Now let's get out of the poison gas thing. Okay, that should be the last challenge, I think. That seemed like a mini boss fight. Let's take out the Bargus really quickly. There we go. Oh, she's attracted attention. There we go. Another quest taken care of as well. Also take out that Barghest. Okay, and we've done it. She's safely out. And now we can go back, collect that quest. Perfect. Okay, so this is Reginald Sickleweed.
How can I be of service?
Okay, so we get increased reputation. We also get Grimbriar's bracelet. Try saying that 3 times fast. Maximum morale up. Though we have better pieces of equipment actually that we've crafted. So we don't really need that, so we'll just sell that off. And then more increased reputation. That's always fantastic. A little bit of silver as well. And we are now friend to the men of Bree. If we go to our reputation, you can see over here. Oh, sorry, we are now an acquaintance. If we get about 20,000 more reputation points, we will become a friend. And basically, this gives you like a slight discount on the fast travel points in that area. Which, I mean, you're never gonna really run out of money in this game. It's very difficult to do that.
A lovely day, isn't it?
She actually had gone after that last prince of hers. Well, maybe she's learned her lesson and won't be so foolish in the future. I know I will certainly never come here again. I do hope I can survive her tweens. Maybe then she'll get some hobbit sense. Maybe. So pick up Lalia's champion. We will put this on. A little bit better armor. Did we never pick up any quests from Sal? We picked up one, but not another.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Our forces were split when we entered the Barrow-Downs and was set upon by white spargus and all other manner of fell creatures here. Some fell on myself. It's a place where the hill rises high and separates the southern Barrow-Downs from the northern Barrow-Downs. It is called Dead Man's Perch, and I pray that the name does not hold true. It overlooks Southern Bree, and is a flat area that we have oft camped at, if necessary. I pray you find the others there. Okay. Told you where the crabine you were searching for can be found. He also told you that a woman was waiting there. Okay. Maybe he means like that far down south. I forget exactly where. Okay, let's head back into the Barrow-Downs. We have to go back in there anyway. Let's head towards the southern part. If we can take care of a couple of these quests really quickly, we will obviously turn them in before we get too deep. I keep forgetting I have that magical light attack that interrupts special attacks. That's just barrow iron. Let's take out one of these crawlers. Yeah, see, that time we didn't hit him with the frost spell first. I got a couple of attacks, but nothing too deadly. Halftime in the college football championship game, it's 10-0 Indiana. Okay, so it's the little campsite where everyone's at. Let's just follow this south. This is the large standing stone that I'm fairly certain is where Frodo, Merry, Pippin, and Sam had a lunch over. Yeah, yep, this the dead spire. Got a feeling something's gonna pop out of here. Take some carved stones. Barrow iron and... Ooh, we do have silver nearby. Let's not forget to mine the silver. I also think we have something that our scholar can pick up as well. Oh, we're not, we haven't leveled that far in the scholar crafting line yet, so we can't pick that up. Okay, let's mine the silver before we forget to do that. There's also a wandering shade that has a quest for us. I think we'll come back for that in a bit. Yeah. Okay, so we've finished up 2 of these quests. Let's quickly turn them back in. I'd like to get as close to level 20 as possible. So right now I still feel just a little bit underpowered. Can also pick up a bunch of loot. Ah, well, we can't pick up all of the loot. Itemware is slow in this game, but if by some chance you do get defeated, a lot of your, pretty much all your equipment takes extra damage.
Hello there.
What? Fell creatures attacked you as you tried to gather these stones? Did they? I don't think they did. Gildil, why are you lying to this man? No one attacked us. The guides kept us well shielded from whatever it was that was attacking them. I'm glad that you fared so well, friend. Well, these runes reveal nothing new. Each stone gives a bit of an account of the man who is buried there. There's nothing to reveal why these terrible creatures have taken up in those barrows. This is quite a mystery. That's another quest taken care of. Concerning carriers of disease. When we make ready to move out of this accursed place, we will need as much of the area clear as possible. These folk are not as used to traveling as those of us who spend our lives on the road. Yeah, sure. Let's head back down south. This is Pillapong the Undying. Looks like he's doing the quest we just did. This looks bad. This looks bad indeed. Should be a bit more to the west, I feel. Oop, he saw me. I thought he wouldn't see me, then he did. Okay. Let's keep making our way along this ridge. And we don't quite want to go into the South Barrow-Downs. These South Barrow-Downs are a little bit higher level. Okay. Ah. Okay. Andraste. That's where we need to get to. Perfect. Fool, did you think that my pets, you have failed utterly when the Master of the Nine returns? Uh-huh. Yep. bold move sending birds to attack a wizard. Birds are actually quite difficult. There are more? There are more. Yeah, didn't quite work, did it? We shall die for this, apparently. Didn't even get it hidden. Alright, so now I gotta go back and talk to Tom Bombadil at his house. As it starts to become morning. Oh yes, this wandering shade, that's what I wanted to find earlier. All was silence. Now the sound of steel rings from battles past, long beyond the laying of bones. Stirred by evil's passage, my brother walks again. So too our foes. Duty bound we stand as one, lost as he may be. A lord he rose and solemn buried me. My shield calls to my arm, my ring calls to my hand. My sight departed at my life, and our oaths bind us still. Protect and serve this land. Seek the wandering shades of Barrow. So I think we just have to visit random barrows and eventually we'll pick the right one. So we can just wander around a bit here. There's 5 barrows in the northern part of the Barrow-Downs that we can visit. One of them should be the correct one. All the other ones should have enemies ready to get angry at us. Yeah, like this guy. Get out of here. Lovely. Okay, so a bunch of barrow whites here. One down. The other here is undisturbed, perhaps west. No, it says perhaps west, but let's go north. To the Barrow of Ringdor. Completed Master of the Staff? It's terrific. I have no idea what that means. Earth here is undisturbed, perhaps southwest. Well, that would be Half Nogben. It's basically back from where we came. The only barrow to the southwest is this one. Uh-oh. That's what I get for walking with the map out. Like a freaking tourist in New York City. Based on the context clues we've been given. Well, we can go in. Why not? Just, you know, typical barrow. A barrow warden. Oh, uh-oh. Getting attacked by everyone. Yep, just blow everyone up. Oh, this guy's really tough. I think we might have made a mistake coming in here. Yeah, I think we should bravely run away. Yeah, I think if we had stuck around there, we would not have survived too long. Earth here is undisturbed, perhaps north? You said southwest, now you tell me northwest. Let's just head up to the north over here. Get the feeling this might be it. I got a good feeling about this. Earth here was recently disturbed. Oh boy. Large slab of stone, a ring wandered away. Move the slab before the Shade's tomb and defeat the white within to obtain the Shade's ring. Sure. And you, a living fool soon to be dead. Oh no. We have obtained the Shade's ring. Perfect. Hello, I've got your ring. Hail my hand, now to his arm. Lost two, lost two. This starts the quest. Shield brother, sundered and shattered, metal and bone. Life bled onto the ground. In shade of stone, a south-facing wall, wherein the earth slept once the dead. On cold, hallowed ground, where dead lay asleep, woke they to greet our treasure claimed. There by our homeland, sleeping and gone, my brother bid me farewell. Now the dead rise, stirring the earth, now cursed from where I fell. Our curse recalled, we shall walk until the dead are quelled. Defeat whites near the place where the brothers placed the Cardolan treasure. If you've only watched the Peter Jackson films, you will not know that really anything about the Kingdom of Arnor. I don't believe it gets mentioned at all in the movies. But yeah, that's the Northern Kingdom that the exiles from Numenor founded when they came to Middle-earth. That was Elendil's kingdom. His sons Isildur and Anarion ruled in Gondor. And basically that kingdom survived for about 1,000 years into the Third Age, then fractured into 3 separate kingdoms: Cardolan, Arthedain, and... oh boy, what's the name of the last... the third one's the name I always struggle to remember. It's Cardolan, Arthedain, and then the other one is the evil one that pretty much allies themselves with Angmar. Hello, random archer. I feel like I gotta look this up. It's one of many copies I have of Lord of the Rings. Rhudaur. Yeah, Rhudaur is the one that ends up being a thorn in the side of Cardolan and Arthedain. Arthedain is the really like the one that closely stays on the path of good. And that's the last kingdom to fall to Angmar early in the Third Age. Well, I guess middle of the Third Age. So we also have this digging in the dirt quest. Barrows of Taradan, Auron, and Ringdor lie on the northern Barrow-Downs. So we gotta visit those 3. I think we visited one. Yeah, we visited that one. This is a ring door, so we should be able to... Excuse me. Thank you. It's the Barrow of ring door. Okay. Yep, and now over here, we can dig up here. Collected lore fragments. I'm surprised the game didn't, like, get me with a jump scare of some whites popping up out of nowhere. No, instead it's just a rat. Cool. Got a couple people over here who are angry with us. Just zap all of them. Yeah. There we go. Oh! Hello again. Perfect. The undead in this game have a couple of... Jesus. The undead in this game have a really annoying power where they can basically just almost like an aura around them where you take damage they call shadow damage, which is I guess supposed to be a kind of like they're so scary to look at that that you do take damage from it. So yeah, it's just like every couple of seconds we're taking like, 3 or 4 damage just from being next to these guys. Yeah. And again. You got a crit in. Okay, I just want to dig where I'm supposed to. Find the buried treasure. Then get out of here. Completed Enmity of the Dead. That's another deed. Now let me dig. Cool. Another lore fragment. And then I think it's this last one. Yeah, Taradan. There's Taradan, and then there's the Northern Barrows, but I think Taradan's the only one we have to visit. This is the Barrow of Taradan. Take our pickaxe out. Bleeding as well. 3 lore fragments. Beautiful. I'm pretty sure the North Barrow is where we need to go to complete the Shield Brother quest. Dead rise near a south-facing wall among burial mounds of men. The shade, in its cryptic way, asks you for assistance. Okay. So that's up there. The good thing about the frost spell is that it, you can use it again pretty quickly. So you can just keep enemies, slowed. Which is good. Of course, it doesn't really help slowing down an archer, so he doesn't really need to move. Oh, yep, we interrupted him. And by interrupted, I mean we killed him. Okay, bunch of barrows up there. Let's zap them. There you go. Lovely. Must have the quest Treasures of Cardolin. Which we don't, that's annoying. Talk to the Wandering Shade in the northern Barrow-Downs, okay. So this leads out into Bree. Ooh, wait. What's this? Huh? Is this... This is Dead Man's Purse. We found it. Oh, look at that. Look at this. This is Bree. That's Bree Hill over there. See the greenway down there. Leading to the south. Or I guess... It's technically east. West. Yeah, south and east. That's lovely. Okay, so we found it. Glad we got that view. Use Edith Sweetrose. Fled to the south. The others live. Fills me with hope. Now we must focus our efforts on helping these folk, seeing that we too can escape from this accursed place. I'm not gonna lie, the escape is right there. This is the escape. You don't, actually, well... Never mind, that's not the escape you want. We got... Ooh! We found him! We found the bastard. Still, I linger, one foe remains. In the south he rose from an earthen grave, once flesh and whole, now bones depraved, by spirits seeking a home. A man of bones that beneath a Cardolin stone, rising once struck low, by oathed brothers, now sundered twain. Brothers cursed return again, to face this foe from who they stole, for deeds most noble in intent, whilst evil walks, so too we will. Seek you he beyond the border, south towards Stone, the land of Cardolin, his bones there still roam. So we defeat the bowman, we get a nice little ring. 7 fate, 41 resistance rating. We also can get a choice of one of these. The only one we can use is this little bracelet. Plus for agility, kind of not really what we need, but anyway, I think he's in the South Barrow-Downs. I don't quite remember where. Defeat the Bone Man. Okay, well, we can deal with that some other time. Because that's gonna take us into the South Barrow-Downs, and I really still want to avoid that until I get to, like, level 21. And anyway, we can turn in some quests. Good old Leafcutter. Turn in his quest. We leave to return. There was order to send you to the death. Now let me look at the lore fragments you brought back. Parchments are troubling. They appear to be written by men of Cardolin. They speak of the kingdom falling into ruin, and those that remained falling victim to a great plague. But that is all. This doesn't answer, though, why such fell creatures came to the Barrow-Downs. I fear these fragments have only yielded more questions and few answers. Now, in the books, and maybe it's in Unfinished Tales, I'm pretty sure Tolkien writes that the Barrows became haunted because of the Witch King of Angmar, who traveled down here back a couple of thousand years before the events of Lord of the Rings, and raised the dead to sort of become evil spirits or infected them with evil spirits. So that's why they haunt the Barrow-Downs. Ironically, part of the reason why the Witch King ends up getting killed at Battle of the Pelennor Fields is because the hobbits find swords that have special enchantments against the ringwraiths in them, in the Barrow-Downs. So, he kind of played himself. Search the Northern Barrow for an ancient chest. Oh, that's the one pretty sure that's the one we found up in, by the Northern Barrow up there. So we can take care of that really quickly. Yeah, let's do that before we head back to, Bombadil's house. Ah, you found something. Many of the pages are missing, but perhaps I can glean something from those which remain. Ah, this is almost too terrible to read. The author, a man of Cardolan, tells how those few of Cardolan who remained died in a great plague, borne along by dark clouds from the east. Soon after, fell spirits swept down from the north. The man writes of tormenting dreams that followed, dreams of a place called Angamar. Soon after, the dead walked the land once more. In the last entry, the man writes that he fears that he too will succumb to the plague, but that his body will never know rest. How I wish I had remained ignorant of those cursed lands. Yet now I find I must know more. If you ever find more pages of this journal, bring them to me. Perhaps in this knowledge, a defense against these fell spirits can be learned. So we have a choice of reward. We can either go with the shield that we can't use, or we could go with this light armor. This is actually quite useful. Big improvement to armor, and +4 to might.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Which isn't really the not really the modifier we need to worry about the most, but I will take it. Looks pretty nice on us, I would say so. And another quest he has. This is for a fellowship though, and it's well above level. Probably. Oh, we have to go into the Great. Yeah, no. We are not going into the Great Barrow all by ourselves to do a quest that's supposed to be done with like 6 people. Let's just head back to the old forest. It's gonna be difficult enough, I think, defeating the Bone Man, wherever that dude is.
Tom bom jolly Tom, Tom Bombadillo.
She's got a moose. I love the moose. I had on my old character. I got a moose. The Spring Festival one year, which is not too far away from happening. About 2 months away from the Spring Festival. Anyway, Book 1, Chapter 10. Hold there, stay a while, or are you still hurried? Orthrongoth. Orthongroth, you say. That's a dark place, full of dark wights, and you've no need of going. If you must, you must, and I'll not be staying you. Very well, come closer, and I'll be telling you. Now we have the worst possible selection of rewards, because we can use none of them. So let's take the one that's worth the most, and that's the Battle Gauntlets.
Tom bom jolly Tom, Tom Bombadillo.
The Great Barrow is not a place for weak hearts or frail limbs. Wicked wights and evil lords make merry in their terror. They've never caught old Tom, and never will they. He's the master. If you be a-going, Tom will take you. So we do have a better choice of rewards for this one. I think we'll take the light armor. Okay, before we take the main quest, let's turn this in.
Barrow-Downs, so am I.
Found some of Cousin Bingo's missing pages on the path to the south, didn't you? That way leads to the Barrow-Downs. If you're going to brave that spooky place, so am I. A hero never runs away from a challenge, no matter how scary. I've heard that some frightful creatures make their homes among the burial mounds of men in the Barrow-Downs, and we will need to face some of them if we go there. Watch out for ravenous bar guests and giant crawlers, for they will be watching out for you. We've
The wind must have carried the
We
rest
found
of the
out.
pages into the Barrow-Downs.
Thank you for finding part of my manuscript. Tom must have set it down outside and the wind took it, carrying pages north among the trees. He found some of them, but it seems to me that the rest of the pages must have been carried further north, into the Barrow-Downs. Bingo shivers. That place has a frightful reputation, and I did not plan to explore it, but now it seems I have no choice. We have to search the Barrow-Downs for the remainder of the missing pages. It looks as if I'm missing the section of my journal that concerns my swimming lesson, and a section... the swimming lesson was him not swimming at all. And a section dealing with our departure from the Shire. After we are finished in the Barrow-Downs, we should travel back to Newbury to bring Marigold home. I will see you there. So we have to defeat some creatures in the Barrow-Downs, nothing we haven't done before, and then find the remaining pages from his manuscript.
Dol merry dol, ring a dong dillo. Dol merry dol, ring a
Alright,
dong
so
dillo.
this will be in an instance.
An unholy alliance is forged within the depths of Othrangroth, the great Barrow, a sinister
Othrangroth.
which could spell doom for Eriador.
Between those stones is the Great Barrow. So considerably less enemies around in this instance of the Great Barrow. We have got a Dour Hand Rebel. Literally the Witch King, Lord of the Nazgul. And Skorgrim, the Undead Dwarf. Got it. That is, sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. The Witch King, Skorgrim, and the Dour Hand Dwarf walk into a bar. I guess in this case a barrow. Dramatic music too. My goodness. It's a main quest instance. It's not... Who goes there? The guy who can summon earthquakes. And also lightning. How'd that go? Let's cleave him in the... You didn't do much cleaving. Okay. The boss fight here is pretty cool. It's challenging, but not too difficult. It's got a really cool ending as well. Just keep going through here. I thought I hit the button to make the wind blow. Apparently I didn't. It's a dead end. Where are we supposed to go? Whoa. I think the quarterback for Indiana just made one of the most amazing running plays I've seen in college football this season. Down through here. Oh, it was this way. Right, yeah. Okay, so we got enemies up ahead. Another enemy up there. Too far away, you say? I don't think so. Apparently there's a skull door up ahead. Nothing pleasant has ever hid behind a skull door. This looks like an evil door. Played video games my whole life. There's nothing good behind this door. No one gets past us, you say? No one. Not even the protagonist. Highly doubt that. Kill my men, but you won't kill me. Uh-huh. I can't be defeated. He's bravely running away. Scorgrim promised. Wait, what was that noise? Dead suffer no intruders. Deadly barrow white. Okay. There we go. That guy suffered a comical death. Okay, there's the Witch King. There's Scorgrim. This is a white that's lost its head. It is, however, very dangerous. It's a special enemy. Any enemy with like a red circle, you have to be extra cautious. Okay, so he's dead. Still have the Witch King. Come. Ivar awaits us. Wonder if they're gonna visit Ivar in Ivarstead. Oh, another skull door, but... Are there two enemies? Yeah, we're surrounded. Seems bad. Probably because it is. Yeah, there we go. Now through the skull door. A Watcher White. Oh my lord. This seems bad. Let's get the big guns out. There we go. Arise, my brothers. Let's not arise. Okay, there we go. Phew. Like I said, the biggest challenge in this game is when you get swarmed. Let's just investigate every nook and cranny. Sure we don't miss anything. They really don't put a lot of secrets in the instances, but I just like to double check. Oh, got a creeping arm. Very reminiscent of Fog on the Barrow-Downs. This guy is not. The guy without a head did a lot of damage. Great reward awaits you if you both succeed. That's Ivar the Bloodhand. Skorgrim, your dwarves should focus their efforts in the north and east. Plans in the south are reaching fruition. And the dread has popped up. +2 dread, which means our health maximum has taken a hit. Up. And we're stunned. I've had my steps for too long, and now the dead shall take you. We are stunned and gripped with fear. But we do have a lightning storm we can cast. Okay, so that was actually pretty easy to deal with. And the door opened. And now we can get to, I think, the final part of this little dungeon. It's a fun little dungeon. Again, it's been challenging, but not too difficult. And now, yeah, this is the final place. We have Sambrog, the White Lord. Greetings, fool. If thou seek an audience, thou may approach. Let's approach. This, fun little guy says, well met. My master sends thee greetings. I grant thee the boon of an audience before I kill thee. Thou seemed desirous of certain knowledge, so I will give it thee. For the dead speak not, the white cackles. My master seeks a great power for the Dark Lord, but the Dark Lord has more designs than this. The Pale Dwarf shall go to the north and gather an army in the name of Angmar and the Witch King. The Gaunt One, a great power himself, and to whom I owe this form, goes to the east. There, in Agamhaur, he shall awaken a power that lies sleeping in the waters. With her under his command, the skies will turn to blood, and all shall despair. Now thine audience comes to an end, thy death awaits thee. Well, at least he told us his master plan before he went to kill us. Okay, let's start with lightning spell. Wonderful. Thou cannot defeat me. So he just healed up. Isn't the best. Again he says, thou cannot defeat me. No, we're doing a decent job. But all of a sudden, what? It cannot be? And who comes galloping through? Just swaggering on in. If not Tom Bombadil. Vanish into sunlight, leave your barrow empty.
Now let the fun begin, let us sing together.
Was it worth the trouble? Did you learn your lesson? Leave the dead to sleep their dreamless sleep, and walk yourself upon the green grass under the sun. Come now, my merry friends, warm fire is awaiting.
Saruman the White has become the jailer of Mordor. It was he who orchestrated my capture and imprisoned me atop Orthanc. Gwaihir the Windlord came to my rescue and saved me from this accursed tower. All would have been lost if Strider hadn't found Frodo and the hobbits.
Alright, so we're back at Bombadil's house.
Ring-a-dong-dill-o.
Darkness is behind us, in that dank and dreary tomb we'll make our way back into the light and feel the sun on our faces once more. And I think I will grab Torterneck.
Hey, come, Derry Dole, can you hear me singing?
Put that on. And yeah, that was the shoulder pad. Good, good, good. Old Barrow Whites from Angmar came. Oh, we just lost a bunch of loot. Old Barrow-Whites from Angmar came. They disturb the peace and trouble folk who wander through their mounds. Let the dead sleep and leave their troubles in the earth. Unless, of course, you wake them dancing on their rooftops. Hey, come, my friend, linger here no longer. To Bree you should be a-going. You've a friend there who awaits you. So we should talk to Strider next. So I think there's only one more piece of business I want to do tonight, and that is quickly finish up the Bingo Boffin quest. I don't think I want to explore the South Barrow-Downs, because once we hit level 20, we're about to hit level 21, a really fun questing place opens up to us. I mean, it's always open, I suppose, but we get on level with it, and that is the Yonder Shire, which I really enjoy. We have 3 points available. Jeez. Okay, so we can improve the lightning storm damage, which is good, but I think we can hold off on that, because we don't... We can basically use it once a minute. So I think I'd rather... do Unyielding Sweep. Yeah, Unyielding Sweep, Burning Earth, and fend them off. These are just, you know, nice to have little bonuses to attacks that we use pretty often. These 2 pages could be anywhere in the Barrow-Downs. Ah, Windblown pages. That'll do it. So we got one of them. This is about halfway down south. Let's see if there's one more closer to the entrance. Okay, so that's the entrance. Ash branches. No. Let's stick close to the forest. So that's where we found the first page. And we'll head down south again. So where we found the first page. Poor Bingo is very afraid. Silver deposit over there. Let's grab that. Unfortunate traveler. Hello. Starts the quest failed delivery. Body is cold to the touch, but the wounds appear fresh. The lack of blood surrounding the man's body is disturbing. In his hand, the man clutches a note. His position and the trail of disturbed earth makes it appear that he traveled through the gloom of the Barrow-Downs to reach this point. Then it was chewed and crumpled, and the only legible words are, "Between the old forest and the northern Barrow-Downs. Send help. Speak with one of the survivors of the ill-fated expedition into the Barrow-Downs." Interesting. Maybe it's back over by where that camp is. Anyway, this is where we come out into Breeland. Alright, he was Lilia's father. You came here instead of seeking Barlaman and the Watchers. Oh, this is a fine mess. I'll not forgive Barlaman soon for the tale he spun my Lalia. If you have arrived to assist us, then I'm pleased to see you. Just concerned that you mayn't be capable to lead us out of this terrible... I'm the protagonist, okay? I can do whatever I want. Oh, is that it? Oh, we found it. When in doubt, get to the high ground. Obi-Wan was right. Perfect. Yeah, I never would have found that if I hadn't gone. And now we have to go talk to Bingo outside the home of Prissa Boffin in Newbury. Okay. Well, let's just use our milestone to get the hell out of here. And then we'll head back to Buckland. This is Newbury. Nice little small town. And here is Mr. Boffin.
I learned a lesson. Do not let folk read my book until it is done.
We have all returned safely from the Barrow-Downs, and I have exhausted my supply of adjectives with which to describe them, Gildil. There are only so many ways I can convey how unhappy I was to be walking among those mounds. I learned a valuable lesson too. Do not let folk read my book before it is quite finished. Tom did not mean any harm by it, but I do not want to risk losing any more of these pages in frightful places. Tracking down pages is quite a tiresome activity, wouldn't you say? Well, you ain't kidding, especially when you don't have quest markers on. Yeah, it is. Prissa is quite cross with me as well. She thinks that it was my idea to go jaunting about in the Barrow-Downs when it was the furthest idea in my head. That was mostly Marigold's idea. Now we have to talk to Marigold.
I will need to come up with something exciting to top this adventure.
That was amazing, Gildil. The Barrow-Downs were everything I hoped they would be. I was never scared, not really. I will need to come up with something truly exciting to top this most recent adventure. And now we have to talk with Prissa Boffin.
We Boffins have been many things, but heroes? I don't know about that.
I have scolded Marigold before, and it never seems to do any good. The girl is always going off on these adventures. Adventures! More like mischief and bother, if you ask me. It was good to see my cousin Bingo for a short while, but I must ask him to be off as soon as he can. Either he has been a bad influence on Marigold, or she has been a bad influence on him. But either way, there is entirely too much adventurous spirit between them. We Boffins have been many things, but heroes? I don't know about that. And now back to Bingo.
Priska will calm down in time. She always does.
So it's Priska, not Prissa. Okay? She'll calm down in time. She always does. Now I will visit with all my various cousins once removed and do my best to talk Marigold out of the adventuring business. I don't think I will succeed. Just between you and me, Gildil. I don't think I want to. She'll make a fine hero, if that's what she wants to be, and Priska will just have to get used to it. But don't tell her I said that. We still need a place to stay until our journey resumes. Next week, the 2 taverns, not the 2 towers, but the 2 taverns, recommend level 24. Let's finish this now. Get more bingo badges. And we also get a title, Page Hunter.
My feet are ready to once again set forth on the road.
Okay, that was a nice visit after all. Priska eventually forgave me for whatever part I may have played in Marigold's decision to become a hero instead of a stay-at-home hobbit, and I enjoyed spending time with my many cousins. I jotted down their names in the margins of my manuscript so I do not forget them. Once again, I marvel at how Priska keeps track of them all. My feet are ready to once again set forth on the road. I consulted the map, and it seems the town of Bree should be our next stop. Let us walk to the west gate of that town and take in the sights for a short time only, and then we will continue into the Lone Lands and further adventure. Alright, so we'll hit accept, but we will hold off on doing anything else tonight. This has been a very lovely evening. I love this game so much. We explored the Old Forest, we explored the Barrow-Downs. What a day on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, where I had off. I spent probably about 5 hours playing this game, if not more. Quite a good way to end a long weekend. So, if you've tuned in at any time at all, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been a blast. We'll be on later this week. Until the next time, everyone, forth and fear no darkness. Have a good night.